Good morning, Southwest Florida, and welcome to another segment of Girl Talk right here on Lee Pitts Live. My name is TaSheekia Perry Harris, and I am the founder of Crowning Daughters for Success Enrichment Program, a program that creates confidence without compromise. And we are having Girl Talk this morning, but we're going to switch up our conversation just a little while. I want to bring to some attention and to remind some that time may have gone on, and sometimes life happens and we forget some of the things that pivoted our neighborhoods, our country. And so on May 25th, our nation went through a pivoting situation. A gentleman by the name of George Floyd. He was being arrested, and that arrest transitioned into a lynching, a murder. He lost his life by the officer of Derek Chauvin and other officers who kneeled on his body, his neck, his back, as he begged for over 9 minutes to please help me. Please don't let me die. Please help me. Please don't let me die. Ending with calls to his mother, who has been deceased now for about 2 years. And if you were not bothered by this, if you were not sickened by this, I pray for you. I pray that your heart becomes a little soft. This was not the first time an officer abandoned their call of duty, but this was the last time we sit as a nation and allow things to be normal, or accepting this as a new normal, or accepting this as something that has always happened and something that will always happen. What do we tell our sons, and what do I tell my students, and what do we tell the males that are driving and walking in communities? What do we say to them? Well, we say to them that systems have been put in place, and people are spearheading these systems. And when we talk about systems, it's very important that we understand that a system is a set of principles, procedures, according to which something is done, an organized scheme or method. And when we put systems in place and abandon 3 things and more, but I want to talk about these 3 things. When we abandon these 3 things after putting a system in place, when we abandon accountability, being answerable for an action of something you did or something that you did not do. When we abandon accountability and we allow things to happen and we don't question and we don't ask the person who should have done or did not do, we do not mandate an explanation, and we do not mandate justice. When we abandon accountability, we abandon the system. When we abandon empathy, when we do not try to understand, when we do not put ourselves in other people's shoes, we have abandoned rules and we have abandoned people. When we do not share, regardless of our race, regardless of our gender, regardless of how we grew up, when we do not put our feet in other people's shoes, we dehumanize ourselves. And this is why we have so much negativity going on. Let's stick to the last one, consistency. Where there's no accountability, where there's no empathy, and where there's no consistency, which means remain the same in behavior, attitude, or qualities. When we don't remain the same when it comes to the system we put in place, there will be a people who will lack. There will be a people who get second-handed things. There will be a people abused, undermined. There will be a people who are forgotten. So this system that has caused many black males to fall under the line, under the totem pole. I want to give you guys some statistics. The statistics state that Black males are likely to be killed or treated unfairly when stopped by the police because they're more than likely to be stopped by the police. Research found that police arrests between 82 to 85%, between 82 to 85% of the time, black males who are stopped. When we put systems in place and there's no accountability, empathy, or consistency, it's like passing out pencils to an entire class and only giving half of the class pencils that are sharpened and the other half pencils that are unsharpened. How do you expect me to take a test and apply what I know when I am trying to write with an unsharpened pencil? And that is equivalent to a system that does not enforce accountability, empathy, and consistency. Therefore, black males take heed, because I need to give you some tips for the summer. I need to give our teenage boys and our college students and our males who are driving, most of them, and minding their business, who may be in a little trouble but does not deserve to die because they committed a crime, does not deserve to die because they went past the speed limit, does not deserve to die because they stole something. So we're not condoning the wrong, but we are pointing out when wrong is found. A fair justice system should be marked and abided by. So to the young black male, when you are stopped, there are certain things that you have to do until the system is fixed, until the system is working in your favor. And that first thing is to be polite as possible, respectful, remain in compliance. Keep your hands plain in the sight of the officer. Do not make any sudden moves unless you ask, can I please get the registrations? Can I please open up my wallet so that I can give you my license? The second thing, ask permission to move. After being polite and respectful, the second thing is ask for permission to move. Don't just move. Don't look in the back seat. Don't look on the ground. If you drop something, leave it there. Last but not least, watch your words and watch your body language. With all that has happened in our world, you do have every right to be angry. You do have every right to be concerned about your life and your well-being. However, watch your body language. Don't make any sudden moves. And there is an app through Siri and other apps that you can download that when you are being pulled over by a police, it automatically records. So we have some people, some standbyers, and they're trying to figure out, what do I do if this situation is happening? I say immediately dial 911. Find someone that will continue to record on live if possible, as well as your device, but immediately dial 911. Concluding, anti-racism activist Jane Elliott, she asked a question to a white audience, a brilliant question. She said, would you be happy to receive the same treatment as blacks receive in this society? Not one Caucasian raised their hand. And so being that not one Caucasian raised that hand, it tells us that not one would want to receive the same type of treatment that blacks have received in the country that we call the brave and the free. And with this being said, if you don't like this, if you wouldn't want to be treated this way, if you wouldn't want your children to be treated this way, then band with us and let's put a stop to the systems that are supposed to be working for everyone, but is only working for a portion of us. Help us put a stop to it by raising your voice. Help us put a stop to it by using your connections and using your resources to shine the light on the injustices, but it's not just enough to shine your light. We have to go even further to cause something to happen. Convictions need to take place. Arrests need to take place. People need to be demoted and fired from higher places where there is no accountability, empathy, or justice. This has been Girl Talk. And if you are watching and you have a daughter, a niece, or a young girl who could benefit from an impactful girl power read that will build her faith, confidence, and character, the Dressing My Inner Beauty Journal is the book. My information is found on the screen. If you want to sponsor books for girls or programs, my information is found on the screen. Reach out to us at cdfs2006.com. This has been Girl Talk. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back with more Lee Pitts Live.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, Southwest Florida. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. I hope you enjoy that particular show. But you can always catch us here on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button down there. That way you can get your Lee Pitts Live on demand when you want it and how you want it. We also encourage you to watch our show on Fox 4 and connect with us on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live.